Mm. Shit. So is this something you bought?
This?
Music? Yeah.
Actually, I didn't have to buy it.
Really?
No. You can go on a site.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like... It does sound like ZZ Top.
Yeah, I think Liz Battolini, a friend of ours, a friend of mine anyway, said that a while back. Alright, so now I'm looking to see Hi guys, we're on It's the Public John. I'm here with Kyle Thompson live this week.
Are we live?
Kyle, yes we are.
You sure?
No.
I'm kidding, we are.
No, we are, because this is live.
Buy all the shit that we can fucking see.
But, exactly. But I don't think anybody's watching us yet, but that's fine. If they don't, we scroll around for an hour. If they do, we scroll around for an hour. So that'll be cool. You're listening to The Public John, watching The Public John on a plethora of media outlets, I guess.
Plethora.
Plethora. Hey, them student loan loans
Use
Facebook.
thesaurus.com, actually.
I did. Thesaurus.com. Plethora. Should be 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 Central, and 5 here in the Pacific right now where I'm at, which is the multi-optimal human podcast studio complex kind of thing. I'm making it up as I go.
Yeah, it's a house with
It's a house with
fucking
some stuff,
rooms in it.
with some rooms in it.
That's basically it.
That's basically good. Kind of like my place.
Kind of like your place,
Kinda
but
like my place,
different because it's not your
because
place, but it's
it's not my
also
place. But it
oh,
works.
look at this! Look at this!
So
I'm
there we
gonna
go.
share my.
Are we on? Are we on? I'm taking it that we're on. We're gonna look here.
I know nothing about watch parties.
See if we are. Oh, I didn't put it on watch party. It's just on my.
Oh. But there's definitely a delay because I'm watching myself move.
Yes, there will be a delay.
It's kind of like when Netflix is not synced, you know?
Yes.
Doesn't that piss you the fuck off?
Yes, it does. It does. I saw that the other day actually when I was watching
Control
something.
Alt Delete, you know?
For a couple of minutes, it was like, what the hell are you talking about? So here we go. It's saying live, and hopefully, let's go back here and here, and I will. Oh, there we are. Okay, John Harris is live now. So there we go. We got that going for us, which is nice.
Okay.
So if you're there on my page, you can share it if you want, and I'm gonna.
I did.
You are the man. More options.
Sure, something.
I shared something. There we go. Why is it not? I just want to share. All right, I'm not gonna. Okay.
Well, we got 4 viewers.
Man, we jumped up 4
Well,
viewers
no,
in
somebody just
37.
left.
Up.
Somebody said, "Fuck
No,
this."
they
I don't
said-
blame you because we're just
I
mumbling.
don't blame you
for
because we're
right now.
mumbling and we're just going here. I don't understand what we're doing here. So I wanted to share this, but it's telling me to send a message.
Joe wants to know how you're feeling with your bike after your bike.
Who does? Oh, Joe Jackson. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a little ways back, Joe, but I'm doing all right. It was like the slowest. I don't even want to call it a fall. It was more like a nice low key drop. I might have had a couple of bruises for a couple of days, but other than that, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is Kyle Thompson from the Optimal Human Podcast, and he certifies that I'm feeling just about as good as I can feel, which
Is optimally.
which is optimal.
Jesus.
I know we're sick. But thanks, Joe, for asking. Appreciate it. I am out here in Arizona with Kyle Thompson from the Optimal Human Podcast. Thanks for, I was going to say being here, but actually,
No, I mean,
I should thank you for letting me be here.
No problem. I'm here
So,
7 days a week now.
What was in your cup? I actually, last week, it was, I forget what was in the cup, but I don't think anybody won. It was blueberry wine and nobody won. Nobody guessed it. So that was last week. This week, I will give you your choices. There's the cup. So I do have a cup. I wouldn't lie to you. I even have a cup on the road. This is not, this is Kyle's cup technically, but it's what is in John's cup because John has a beverage in it.
Oh, okay.
So, your choices of beverage here for the What's in John's Cup, brought to you by Vineland Realty Corp. In Vineland, New Jersey, 634 East Landis Avenue, and I'm doing these off the top of my head, but I have done some of these, by Dennis and Ingraldi from Vineland Realty, 634 East Landis Avenue. What's in John's Cup? This week, your choices are A, Red's Apple Ale, B, B, Heineken. It could be a Heineken. C, it could be, again, a wine. This type could be a blackberry wine. Or C, I could have iced tea and whiskey. Powerade and vodka, or just straight up Powerade. So you guys can take a guess if anybody.
Can I give him a hint?
Um, I don't care if they think they're going to get a prize. That might change it.
It's one of those 5 that you mentioned.
Well, that's why I do it. It's one of those 5. Yes, it's fine. Well, there's your hint. So there you go, folks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Oh shit, we're up to 5 people.
We are. Yes, we
That's
are.
double
So that's
both of our podcast's
doubled.
viewership.
I know. Wow.
Who's the extra person?
Who's the extra? I don't.
Oh,
I'm
it's
not-
me because I'm
It's
logged
you
in.
because you're
Oh,
logged in, and
yeah.
I'm probably logged in watching it. So that's
my
2 of us
God.
right there. So it should probably never go below 2. If it does, one of us somehow got disconnected. What the
We
frig
stopped
is going
watching
on?
ourselves.
I know. So there's your options this week. Last week it was blueberry wine, and nobody guessed it, so there were no prizes awarded, and that's better for me. Because
Yeah.
that way I don't have to award
Give
anything.
anybody
I don't
anything.
have to give anybody anything. No, that's good for me. So we got that working. So I want to thank Kyle for putting up with me for this week.
It's been hell.
It's been rough. It's been rough because I'm a pretty involved guy. I'm constantly bugging him and saying, hey, what's next and what can we do, and let's roll. And Kyle's pretty much no. No.
Yeah,
Wait.
just basically no.
No,
Not gonna
no,
happen.
that's not gonna
Fuck
happen. Nah, fuck it. Hey, I let you in the door. Okay,
Fuck else you want?
yeah,
Jesus.
I can't even kick you out. So, but actually, they will be Tuesday morning. I'll be out of here. So,
Oh, okay, good.
good.
Fuck, this shit was never
Count
end.
down. I see him crossing the days and counting down.
I do.
So,
Little notches on the wall.
it is. We were gonna do this poolside, but we realized that poolside right now is kind of like jacuzzi side. It's very hot. It's we're still in triple digits, I think. It was
Oh, yeah,
106
absolutely.
last I looked,
Absolutely, we're always in triple digits.
which it makes it actually a cool day here.
Chronicles of Riddick. If you guys have seen that,
Oh, there you go.
Chronicles of Riddick. They are on the planet, the prison crematoria. So if you can imagine that is what Arizona is like during the summer. I know it's a dry heat, but so is the oven.
Yeah, so
it
it's an
doesn't
oven. You
really-
like that
it
line,
really
didn't you,
fucking
when you
matters.
saw that?
It is
didn't you?
good. It
That
is
was a good line, yes. It's a dry heat, but so is an oven.
Yeah, blow
I'm not
dry.
going to climb into one of them when it's fully on either.
So anyway, it's a little too
Anyway.
warm to be outside.
Yes, it is.
So we're inside.
So we're inside tonight here enjoying the air conditioning, as the case may be.
Yeah.
And we are enjoying that a lot more than being outside. So, which anybody would right now,
That's kind of how it
except
goes.
the cactus. They might like it outside. Mike,
Okay.
what's the key word?
Now we're down to 2 viewers, which
There we
are
go. We're
just
down
you
to
and
2,
me.
which is probably just you and me, but
Yeah.
we are recording, so therefore it might get listened to again later or watched later on iTunes. Probably not. No.
Who gives a fuck?
Who gets a rat's ass? Oh, it's back up to 3, I think. So, woohoo!
Must be my mom.
Probably your mom's probably on. Any of you guys want to interact or anything like that, feel free. This is the Public John here on Facebook Live, as well as iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and I forget the other thing that it's on. It's terrible. I forget the thing because that's the one.
Stitcher?
No, it's the thing that lets it go out, and it might even be on the top here. It is whatever that is. Does it show me? No.
don't.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Simplecast.
Oh,
It's
I don't even know
Simplecast.com.
what that is.
Yeah, it's
Is that your hosting site?
yes
Okay.
for the audio.
Okay, yeah, I use
Yeah.
Anchor.
Okay,
Anchor
yeah,
FM.
and
That pushes it all out.
and
there.
nothing
Shit.
against Simplecast, but I may be looking at Anchor. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Anchor is free, so I don't know.
There you
what
go.
Simplecast
That
is.
might be a big difference.
Simplecast free.
Negative.
Oh,
Oh no, the phone's ringing. And
86,
hey, do you want to? Oh, I can't actually. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. Do you want to take over for a couple minutes?
sure.
I have. It's about. It's Gizmo who's
Oh,
back in the
Gizmo.
studio, the boss, the executive
Oh, okay.
producer.
Cool.
So I got to take that. So it's all you. I'm going to walk out of the room.
Oh, Thomas Wellborn says I'm a stud, which is absolutely true. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to talk about on this show that is not mine. The host is so bored that he abandoned his own show. So this is now the public Kyle, I guess. So we got, what, 4 people here. I don't know. Let's, I mean, there's only 4 people, so anybody watching, what are you guys, oh crap, now we're down to 3. What's new with your guys' lives? Let's just have this awkward silence and stare at each other back and forth. screw it, I'm going to promote my own podcast. So, Optimal Human Podcast, if you don't know what that is, and it wouldn't surprise me if you don't, because it's not like we're a really large podcast. It's my friend Chris Pear and I, and we teach together at Bryan University. And we decided to create this podcast where we just talk about things that we like to talk about, kind of geek out on different exercise physiology, different psychology, psychological aspects of just being an, if you will, optimal human. So I like to dig deep into more of the physiology sides. Chris, he likes to talk about the psychology aspects of the, I guess, of the different, there's a lot of different topics that we could possibly talk about on this. But nonetheless, we talk about nutrition, we talk about exercise, we talk about general health and well-being, we talk about, of course, COVID, right? Who the hell doesn't talk about that? I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little sick of talking about COVID. We were going to record a podcast, an episode today for the OHP, right? Optimal Human Podcast. And we actually 86 it because I just didn't feel like talking about COVID and what to do in COVID and what to do when you're bored or what to do when you're trying to stay healthy, because I feel like it's a broken record with podcasts like ours, podcasts like Ben Greenfield or what's another one I listen to, Abel James, things like that. Gotta say, this is interesting, just talking, rambling without an actual direction here. So anyway, tune in Optimal Human Podcast. We've actually got a website going live on the 17th. We're in our third season, if you will. And that doesn't mean that we've been around 3 years. We've just literally decided to call it season 3 because of whatever reason. Now I'm getting a call. Maybe I should take that and you guys can just stare at this couch here. But anyway, we're going to have a website. We're going to have our blog where we go in further depth on the different topics that we're talking about. We've got a pre-workout series coming out. We've got more of a mindset series coming out. Again, that goes live on the 17th. There's going to be an episode and, of course, a blog post that coincides with that. In addition, we do have little devotionals that are going to be posted, kind of a nice little RSS feed or a nice little feed that you can see on the website. And we're not advertising it yet, but we're setting up for the, training services. So for anybody that's interested in hiring us for training services, whether it be nutrition and exercise or just one or the other, we're going to have that available. It's not going to be live on the 17th. We're still setting up some of our platforms and whatnot that we're going to use. But I don't know why everybody decided to text me right now. Literally everybody. Oh, look, the host is coming back. But on the 17th, we're going to have that website live. We'll have the blogs coming out, be weekly, and hopefully we'll actually increase the frequency of that.
Awesome. Your podcast? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Since you just left me
I just left you high and dry. I usually
it's like, oh yeah, hey, got a phone call. See you later. All
Usually
right, cool. Let me just talk about this non-structured.
Well, they've been calling like 7 o'clock my time here. I didn't expect this call until now. It's
Fucking
a couple
assholes.
hours. I know. Till those. For that. Jesus. We got some people actually talking to you though.
Yeah.
So me leaving got more action. So I'm going to leave again, I think. So Thomas, a buddy of yours, I guess.
Yes. Logan as well.
Logan's on. Cool. And that'll be good. Oh, so cool.
They're probably gonna log out soon. They're getting bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're back. I was holding it down. We're up to 7
I was just
viewerships,
gonna
and
say,
that's because
we're
of me.
up. We're up
I've
because
increased
you
your
took
viewership
over. You
just
did.
because I was rambling about bullshit.
Exactly. So I should leave and just let you bullshit your ass off, and we'll probably get up to 8 people. That would be nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Going
I
back
don't
down.
know.
See,
I'm
you're
back, and it's dropping like a motherfucker.
Anyway.
Oh well.
Oh,
You
shit,
can
we're back
insult
to-
me for a couple minutes if you want. And then we
Oh
can-
yeah.
But actually, it's up to 8 now, right?
Oh man,
All
this is
right, well,
record.
We could do that. Woohoo.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
Gizmo, how is he?
He's doing good. He's spoiled. They were saying, and he's getting more range of motion in the leg. And the key now is getting used to using it all the time now.
Okay.
They think, and still doing a little physical rehab to get it strong enough. But he's up to like 15, 20 minutes a day on the
Nice.
treadmill using it and stuff, and walking around outside and all. But then when they go to use it later, he's back up to doing the three-legged thing. So it's a matter
We'll get
now.
there. We'll
yeah,
get there.
it's what it is. It's getting more time every day, and it's working. So it's a matter of time.
So Gizmo is John's dog here, who's going through physical therapy.
Yes, yes. I mean, if I can't go through it, at least the dog might as well.
Yeah,
It's working for him.
Yeah.
So there we go. I have no idea. So we have no guests on What's in John's Cup. What do we have? We said Heineken. We said blueberry wine. We said iced tea and whiskey.
Powerade and vodka.
Or just Powerade.
Yeah.
But we've had no guesses, and that's okay. Hi, Lisa.
easier for
Lisa
you.
Mizaki.
Oh, hello,
Hi, John and
Lisa.
Kyle. Lisa's there. That's cool. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Yep. Gizmo went through water therapy today, Lisa. So, and they just called from K-State to say that he actually did pretty good. He's up to about 11 and a half minutes straight through on it. So they're going to jump it up a little bit more tomorrow and try to decrease some of the pain meds he's on and get him on some more anti-inflammatory stuff and
Rock on.
see what's going on. So, go ahead.
Got a question for you. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yes, sir.
So obviously you've done stand-up before.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've moved out to Kansas.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you going to be doing stand-up there?
When they allow people to gather,
Sure,
and
of course,
things
you
like
know,
that, my
virus
plan
gone,
was,
all that bullshit.
Yes, my plan was to do some on occasion and
Okay.
actually do some in Kansas, and then maybe fly to some other places. I was supposed to go to Vegas, but all this kicked in, and that kind of got canceled. But I had
That'll
a
kill
weekend set up in Vegas, which was cool. I got asked to do that, so that was
Damn.
nice.
You know, my buddy and I are probably planning a trip to Vegas here. Hopefully, you know, assuming things get a little bit better with
Right.
the current situation.
Right. I think Vegas is open, but there are certain things you can and can't do
Oh,
there.
I thought they closed it.
They had
They
closed
did.
it completely. Oh, did they close it
opened or
again? I don't
closed?
know. If
But
anybody
one of the two.
knows or feels like checking, let us know. That would be cool.
Yeah, give us something to talk about.
Give us something to You bastard. You freaking bastard. Actually, you know what we could talk about is we did watch something last night that I'd watched before. I don't know if I ever reviewed it though, so we could review it. The Punisher.
Oh
The
yeah,
show
yeah,
on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah. Good show.
Great show. Great. It is definitely one of those shows. You know, manly kind of things.
Oh, like Tim and Tool.
But the
mentality.
lovely Jessica liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
someone
you know
was-
Al Borland died, right? Sorry.
The guy that played Al Borland
Yeah.
in Home Improvement? No, I
Yeah,
did not.
he
When did
died.
that happen?
Like last week or something.
No shit.
Yeah.
Did not know that. I forget his name too. Richard Karn, wasn't that his name?
Sure.
I'm going with that. He also hosted Family Feud for a couple years.
He did.
Yes, he did. It was a very
Fuck
strange
around.
choice, I thought. And his episodes are on YouTube and all, and he was, you know, pretty low key. Had a line every so often, but I thought it was a strange choice at the time. But
Anyway, The Punisher.
The Punisher, excellent. I think.
Excellent.
John Berndahl plays the
Mm-hmm.
the Punisher, Frank Castle.
Indeed.
It's only had 2 seasons, and it was ended on Netflix, but it is still there. Both seasons are still there.
And there potentially, I think there's a situation where, you know, Disney owns Marvel and
Right.
it being on Netflix, so on and so forth. There's a bit of a struggle as far as like if they're gonna create season 3. I've heard rumors that they have filmed some of it. Or,
Oh, really?
Again, I don't know. It's all just a rumor, but I hope they do because, you know, Punisher. It's great.
It's awesome.
It's
great.
fantastic.
It's
It's a little more realistic of a shoot 'em up type scenario where, you know, usually you see things like, you know, James Bond or even Jason Bourne where they beat the living shit out of like 54 and a half people and like, you know, they've Matrix
that half
at
a
least.
person has no shot.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But they you know they do it without breaking a sweat, without really breathing hard. Where you know Frank Castle gets his shit kicked in, but he just doesn't die.
Right.
He's just
No matter what
tough
you do to him.
motherfucker.
What I liked about it, and there was one example toward the end when he finally, you know, it's not really a spoiler alert, but when there are certain times when he meets up with certain individuals, and you ever see in movies and TV shows where they start talking about, hey, whatever you do, don't do this, and blah blah blah. And there's a lot of dialogue. So there are occasions when the people will start dialogue and he doesn't wait for it. It's like,
Oh, and he just shoots him.
He just shoots him. It's just,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not waiting for
ruthless.
this. Hey, wait, whatever you do, let's it's over. There's no dialogue. There's no.
Logan's got it. So Netflix owns the rights for another year. Okay.
Other than Disney can move forward. So
Gotcha.
they own the rights for the ones they have now, Logan, and then they can, then Disney can take them. Is that
Yeah,
is that
they can
also
go
the
on
thing?
it, and
And
I'm
then they can
assuming.
go on, and then if they want to add on, they can.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's probably what they do. I can't imagine they'll kill the series just yet because it's incorrect, Lisa. I think, right?
Yes, you are correct that it is incorrect.
Anyway, I can't imagine they'll let that series die
Right. No.
because it's just fucking
It's too good.
it makes
But
you,
everything I heard said that they were, but maybe it's Netflix that's going to let it die because it's not going to be on there anymore.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, when it goes to Disney, who owns all the Marvel stuff, it wouldn't surprise me then if they kick it in and have a third series
Absolutely.
season.
I
Depending
hope so.
now, though, on the cast, because sometimes if you're away from something for so long, if they get other projects, they may not.
They
be able to
recast Frank Castle.
That would it would. Blow
There's
the
nobody.
whole
It'd be
thing.
like recasting Deadpool.
Yeah, you
Why
can't.
the fuck would you do
You
that?
wouldn't. If you take Ryan Reynolds out of Deadpool, then you're.
You don't have
dumbass.
Deadpool. You
You
just
don't have
have-
Deadpool.
you have generic
yes, you have
shit
crap.
bag
Yeah, you basically have
that I
crap.
wouldn't watch.
Yeah, they may. I think that's what they're gonna. They could. They
Okay, Daredevil, nice.
could. Really, for new movies and TV shows. It's open. I thought you meant that it was going to be done, but
I can't imagine they won't do that either.
yeah.
Hello,
I know-
Maritza.
I think that one was pretty good actually. Daredevil wasn't bad either on Netflix. It wasn't as
yeah,
good
yeah,
as The
yeah.
Punisher.
Not with
Not the movie with Ben Affleck. That was awful.
Ben Affleck. Kind of tanks just about
Have
everything.
you ever noticed that? Yeah, I like.
He comes in and he just takes a dump all.
It's
over
like when he did Batman.
Oh.
Bad. It was bad.
Oh.
It just and at first you're thinking, oh, he'll be great as Batman. No, not so
I
much.
don't know that I ever thought that. I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was
thought
gonna
he'd
be
be
a
okay,
pile- I thought
but
it
I
was gonna be a pile
never
of shit.
thought he'd be as good as either Christian Bale or even Michael Keaton.
No,
They were both really
you
good.
really can't.
No, I was surprised when Michael Keaton did it years ago, but he was really good.
I like how Michael Keaton got right back up in the. I mean, it's not DC, it's Marvel, but at least he came back to like the comic book universe, if you will. In Spider-Man, crap, what was his character's name?
Oh, I can't remember.
The guy, Logan, help me out if you're still here.
Oh man, that's.
But anyway, Daredevil, I think that would be good. Did you ever watch Iron Fist? Is it Iron
Once
Fist?
I think.
I liked it to begin with, and then it just kind of like fizzled out.
Fizzled
It
off.
just wasn't. It's just like
You know what I liked, and I hear there's another one coming out, Venom.
that did not do well, from what I understand.
No, it didn't do great in the theaters.
I like what's his name,
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I do
He's
too.
So versatile. I mean,
Yeah.
you can watch like 3 different movies of his, and you would not know it's him.
Yeah.
Aside from it looks like.
What's the
him
one
and
he
shit.
did where he plays both brothers? Do you remember that one? Isn't there one? It's not a Marvel movie. There's one where he plays twin brothers, and one's good and one's bad, and one's an attorney, I think, and the other's a crook.
I don't know.
And he plays. I'll have to look it up. I know I've seen that it's out
I think
there.
you made it up.
No, probably. I'm a fiction guy anyway. So, boom, boom. Yeah, I think it's called. You're right. The Iron Fist. I thought that was pretty good. I don't know who did that one, but
I think it was just some kind of no-name actor.
yeah, I thought it was pretty good though.
But I think it just got kind of lame after a bit.
Yeah.
All those different Marvel, because there was Luke Cage, which was pretty cool for a
I
little
thought
bit,
Luke Cage was good for a while.
and then it kind of
The Jessica Jones one
Jessica
was alright.
Jones was
That
all
was
right.
intense in the beginning. That was okay.
There's another one that's kind of all linked together with that,
What was the one?
and then the one where they're all like, whatever.
Together. I don't know if I like that one so much. I thought
They're-
it was just
they're
made to make
interesting.
it so they could, but it didn't.
I mean, you're not going to get to the level. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, The Punisher is the best out of all those different Marvel series. Now, we haven't seen, the Loki one that's going to come out, or Wanda and Vision, assuming
Yeah.
it does come out, because I'm pretty psyched about that. Honestly, Wanda, the Scarlet Witch. Are you familiar with
Yeah, I'm familiar. I haven't seen
all
it,
that
but I'm
bullshit.
familiar.
Okay, she is one of, if not the most powerful one there.
Really?
Like, I mean, like she could
Literally
fuck Thanos
just-
up.
Really, just crush it.
Absolutely.
right?
And I don't understand. Like, I mean, that's what pissed me off so much. And I feel like a nerd because I'll read those. I forgot the stupid. It's like comic book something. I subscribe to it. Don't worry about
okay.
it. They have a
No, you're okay.
There's a podcast on it.
Oh, is it really?
podcast, right?
There is another podcast.
If you guys are bored of this one, go listen to this one.
Go listen to that one, yeah.
Anyway, so they talk about. They
Or go to the
basically-
Optimal Human podcast.
They do a better job of
Review it.
debating the comic book stuff than what we are
Right,
now.
right.
Because they dive deep into it. It's really cool. But they explain why Wanda didn't, just beat the living shit out of Thanos, even though she could have.
cool.
Same thing with Captain Marvel. So if you get Captain Marvel and Wanda together, like there's really no competition in that universe in reality.
Okay.
Again, this is my opinion, and
Right.
That's all that matters. So
You're on here, so that's all that matters.
that's true. That's
long
true.
as-
You invited me.
Yes, I did. So as the guest, your
Yeah.
opinion is priority.
Yeah, it's factual.
It's not even opinion. I was just going to say it's truth. Facts are facts. So
Opinions are facts.
opinions are facts.
And now we're talking about politics.
I
Fuck.
did. Oh, I don't want to
Damn
talk
it.
about politics.
Let's talk about politics.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
not.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
No, I
Let's
don't
let's
want
just
to.
let's cut that 5 in half so we get 2.5
We
years.
could. Yeah, it would cut
Could.
right directly in half, if not less. So yeah, it's why. You know what it is now? It just bores me now. Politics. It's just everybody fighting. So who gives a rat's ass?
Oh yeah, nobody. The one thing about this whole, we'll just say, current situation.
Yeah, go with that.
Current situation,
Current
right?
situation.
Everything COVID, freaking,
Yeah.
civil unrest, Carol Baskins, all of it.
All of it. The Tiger King is no more.
People are, they lack critical thinking skills
Correct.
on
I'll go
a
with that.
large scale.
I'll go with that.
People lack the ability to express opinion and understand it is an opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and then view somebody else's opinion from their own shoes. Like if you differ
That's
from me,
the part, right.
it's like, okay, cool. I can at least hear what you're saying and try to understand why you think that way.
Correct.
And that's what you, in my opinion, right? Because they're facts.
That's true. Your
That's what it
opinion
should
is
be.
fact, and that's why it's gonna be right.
And then
Oh, God.
people definitely skip statistics.
Yes.
Holy shit. Like
Yeah.
watching people post all their memes about the virus and all this stuff, I'm just like,
Yeah.
math is not.
Math is not your
You can't
thing,
even
man.
spell math, is what you're saying, right? Don't. Let's not even get into statistics. Let's just start with basic math.
It's
And you
M-A-T-H,
suck.
math.
You suck.
Yeah.
KhanAcademy.com or KhanAcademy.org. Great website to learn stats, to learn math, free, bunch of videos, even assignments. Check it out. A lot of you could use it.
Okay. Oh, great. Now I got more
Sorry.
crap to learn. I thought learning was over at my age.
No, learning's never over.
Never. That's true. Learning should never be over, actually. But I gotta agree with you that people. I've had a thing called social media distancing, and it's like the minute you go to type some shit up, to walk 6 feet away from your keyboard, because
I've
that's
done
the
that.
social distancing.
Yeah.
And at least think about it before you go typing it, because remember, A, you could look as stupid as about what it is you're going to type, or
Well,
B,
too.
you're
It's
going to
just
piss people off.
Worth it.
So at least before you type it, make sure it's something you really want to say, and try not to be personal against people that might disagree with you. That's all. But make your point. Do what you're going to say. Do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But don't get personal. Don't get hate-filled speech. And all
It's
that
ridiculous
shit.
when
Yeah.
when you see that bantering back and forth, and I know you and I have mutual friends that have
Yes.
this personal bantering back and forth, and I just
Oh,
you just
it's
want to
like,
face
oh.
palm, and there's a lot of times, and I'm a very middle of the road person. Right? I try to use
Yeah.
obviously I have my opinions, and I try to use objectivity as much as possible. Blah
Right.
blah blah blah. Right? I'm not saying I'm right, but I do have my opinions.
Sure.
Um,
We all do. And if we don't, then what are we doing?
that's true. That's true.
Seriously.
But anyway, so I'll see something that's just so outlandish, and
Yeah.
obviously I'm not going to bring it up right now, but so outlandish that I type something up and I look at it, I'm like, you know what, just fuck it. This person is so far gone.
Right.
They're probably
can't-
not. They're gonna see this, and it's funny though, and I'm sure some people that are watching this, get this too. If you do type some things on social media, you either get pegged as a Trump lover or get pegged as a Biden lover, or
Right.
or one or the other.
Right, or you're
and I've
either
been
red
pegged as
or
both,
you're blue, but you can't.
which is fantastic. Because I'm like, well, not really. I think you guys are both pretty much.
lame.
Yeah.
Pretty
Anyway.
much. Yeah. Yeah. Neither one to me is a superstar, but we don't have much of a choice. You either
No.
vote for one of them or don't vote.
This is.
You know, and that.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I just get this picture of like some like leader be like, hey, these are the two best that we have. And
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah. And they're going,
huh?
really? That's it?
You find both of these
You get
people in the
both of these are
dumpster?
acceptable? Where did you pull these guys out? I mean, you pulled them out of the old age home and the golf course, and this is what we got. So yeah, it's not. There was a great line in Caddyshack that Chevy Chase had that just was, and I use it all the time, and it's just like it's not.
It's a good point, Logan.
It's not good.
Yeah.
You're not good.
And that is a really good point. Anything you do post on the internet, it's going to be there forever. So
Yeah,
think about
exactly.
it.
And that's the other part. That's
my
why I say
father-in-law
social
does the
media
same
distancing.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. At
I-
least think about it before you type. That's Logan's point is absolutely great because how many times have we seen now? Like there was the comic that was going to be
the
on
cancel
Saturday
culture.
Night Live. He was hired and was going to be on this season of it, but then they went back on podcasts like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, of course.
And he was
Because nobody can change.
No.
No.
And he was a stand-up. So some of his jokes were basically, and one of the guys that was getting got hired was Asian. Well, they were,
Who the hell was that?
I can't remember the guy's name, Sean or Shane something. Not the Asian kid, the kid that didn't
No.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember Andrew Yang came out and said, like, I don't even fucking care.
Right. Yeah. No, it's and you don't. You're a comic, for Christ's sake. Everything is
Nothing is off limits in comedy.
no in comedy.
Like,
And
you,
it
like, you
shouldn't
make
be.
jokes, and like some are
Yep.
a little more abrasive than others, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mine are. But yet, to me, if you're not.
well, Kevin Hart's a perfect example.
Oh yeah.
They try to. I mean, Kevin Hart's too big to cancel, but I mean, there's that big
Right, but
cancel
see, there
culture.
you go.
That's there. Like
Yep.
if you or I put something inflammatory, like there's a good chance that we lose our jobs and blah 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 blah. Right.
Well, this
And-
guy did it on his podcast, making some jokes about Asians, the stereotypical joke. As did, and he did that as well in stand-up. But
Yeah.
I'm sure Asians weren't the only things he was messing with.
Well, no.
And
Well, I mean,
And
that's
that's the
also
problem.
people cherry pick. Like when you cherry pick,
Well, that's
like
what happened.
a controversial joke in comedy, it's like, well, yeah, if you don't take it as a joke and you cherry pick this one topic, it's like, wow,
Right.
this looks bad.
Yeah.
Like this guy's a dick.
yeah,
Fuck this guy.
and that's what happened.
But it's comedy, like, and so it's like you got to learn to understand what's a joke and what's
Right.
serious. Like sarcasm
even if it's
versus
not funny,
and-
as long as he's not attacking people
Exactly.
personally, then what the hell's the deal? And that's what happens. And it's happened with African Americans for years. Chris Rock insults the shit out of black people. He does. And so did Richard Pryor
Yeah.
from way back. And what people
That's
didn't realize for the longest time, Richard Pryor was one of the writers on Blazing Saddles. He was, yes, he got a big time screenwriter credit for Blazing Saddles. They originally wanted him to play the sheriff, but he was too undependable. It's like they said they were in a writing session on a Friday, and suddenly they couldn't find him for like the weekend, and finally they tracked him down in like Detroit. The writing was taking place in California. They had to send the
You got
plane and
lost.
send people. Yeah, he
got
was
lost.
partying too. I mean, you couldn't depend on him enough to put him in the scene. And he was mixed on being the sheriff anyway. But he wrote a lot of the material for Blazing Saddles. And but Mel Brooks was asked, could you make Blazing Saddles today, a remake? And he goes, oh God, no.
you couldn't make
can't."
some movies that were made 10 years ago.
Right, exactly. It's true. Because people would just be up
They
in arms.
lose their effing minds.
Right, because they take it too serious.
And I that's just that's the sad reality I think about this thing. Everybody's really hypersensitive, and I'm not saying people shouldn't be sensitive and aware of certain
Right.
issues, but when it comes to comedy, like certain comedy, right? If
Right.
it's just blatantly just
Insulting.
insulting, that's different, right? You can't like if I just insult you and laugh at, like, that's not comedy.
Right.
But if it's a joke,
Yeah.
I don't know how to objectively articulate it, but there is a separation between the two.
There is. First off, it's the mean-spirited part.
Yes.
Are you being mean-spirited when you say this? Are you being insulting when you say this about a race or about a gender or about a religious sect? Are you just pointing out something that other people have pointed out, whether it's true or not, as well? I mean, there's the stereotypical thing about
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, you're okay.
Yeah,
What's he doing now?
I think I don't know. Maybe we just love Iron Man too much to bring
Tropic
up
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh no, people have actually.
Yeah, but it didn't go very far.
No, it didn't.
Didn't go the length that like the Kevin Hart issue did, or dang it, who is the other? I don't know. There's quite a few of them, right? But
there were years ago when Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg went to a party and they showed up, and Ted Danson showed up in blackface for the Friars Club. People automatically lost their minds, and it was like, it's the Friars Club. It's a comedy. He was trying. But apparently, whatever he did wasn't funny, but it also wasn't insulting. I mean, Al Jolson was never looked at as being insulting when he did blackface in the 20s or whatever, and sang. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
But that was a different time, right? But that was a different time. But I mean, you have so many things out there, folks, that if you wanted to take it personal, geez. I mean, Godfrey Cambridge, who was a black comedian way back in the 60s, used to tell a joke about liking to see a black woman in pearls because pearls go great with basic black. And he would talk about eating watermelon and chicken, and African American comedians did that. I mean, they made fun of their own stereotypes because everybody knows they're ridiculous.
I mean, when you're in comedy, you're going to make fun of stereotypes, especially like your own stereotypes. You see that a lot. And I think a lot of people will, especially now, and maybe especially even now with COVID and some people are out of work or working from home and they're bored or whatever.
Right.
You know, you look for those things to be mad about and almost self-righteous about for no apparent reason. I don't know if it's to I don't want to make the assumption here, but to feel important or to feel like you have a cause that you're making a difference.
Yeah.
But when you get, like, for instance, with Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, like there's no ill intent there, right?
Correct,
it's just it's ridiculous. It's making fun of actors in the extremes that they
will go to
get a role or to complete a role. Like
exactly.
Like that's not.
It wasn't stereotypical. It wasn't an insult to the race.
But if you cherry pick and pull things apart, you can.
Well, that's the key, is the cherry picking.
Yeah,
people can pull the worst out of something. I mean, if I ever got to a certain point, you could go back and look at podcasts. You could go back and look at a couple things I've done, especially go back on the stand-up, and there's a couple instances that people found very funny, and but yet you could look at that and say could be labeled as offensive.
Yeah.
So I mean, and the minute you put that restraint on somebody's expression is
here's my thing. Like, why the fuck do I care if I offend you?
Yes.
I don't. I don't really care. Like if I'm being a dick and I'm just attacking you, well, that's something different. But if I say something, you're like, oh God, that's offensive.
Okay. Well,
cool.
I'm sorry to offend you, but it's my belief, or it's what I wanted to say, and it's what I wanted to express.
If I'm being offensive intentionally, in my work environment, and I'm representing my company, that's a little bit different.
Different story.
But if I'm talking like something if I offend you, like I mean,
right.
Get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like,
move
it hurt
on.
your feelings. I get it, but like,
don't get me wrong. You get in a situation where there's a boss employee or.
Obviously, there are certain
situations
situations where you need to be more sensitive to offensive,
and you should be
mannerisms or nature or language or whatever than others. So
absolutely, you should be. But yeah, he makes a good point about the Robert Downey Jr. thing, because people will definitely take that not for what it was intended to be in the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you are going back and you've never seen it, first time you see it is in today's world,
Right.
then yeah, it's probably offensive.
You're probably going to find it offensive. Yeah. And that,
If you don't have a day job
Yeah.
or hobbies or anything else to do with your life,
yeah. Yeah.
pick up a fucking video game, man. Jesus.
Yeah, because you know what, you can shoot anything in a video game. It doesn't. The color doesn't matter, and race doesn't matter. You just blow shit up, just kill everything. It don't fucking matter. Who gives a shit?
I don't play violent video games.
I apologize. I know that you're a big Tetris guy.
Is that even really a video game at this point?
I don't think it is.
It's
at this
not. It's a
point.
software
It shouldn't
program
be.
that
It's
people
a
are
program
bored with.
that people are. Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, you're a big. If it came down to a violent video game or a trivia game, I know which way you'd go.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I actually do enjoy trivia, so.
I do too. Actually, I was just gonna say I got like
Yeah, you've
3
been
trivia
playing it
games
every
on my
day.
phone. Yeah, I
Um,
do actually. I have one I play every day
I know.
for a little while.
I
yeah.
hear it.
Do you?
Dane, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You were
Yeah.
playing it earlier.
yeah, I was.
I was in a
just
meeting.
for a couple minutes. Yeah.
You could hear it.
Can you really?
No.
That's my fault. I was
I
gonna
was
say
kidding.
I'll turn it down.
You're on the other side of the house. I can't
I
hear
usually,
shit.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Plus, I have my
usually try
earbuds in, so it doesn't matter.
to- All right. I usually have mine in when I play it, but
Anyway, cancel culture. Go ahead and cancel us. No big deal.
we don't care.
Nobody will miss us.
Yeah, exactly.
We
What do
got
we
3
care?
viewers.
That's right. 3. Woohoo! And 2 of them are probably us.
Yeah, 2 of them.
So, and
Well,
the other one's
actually-
probably your mom. Up, we just went up to 4.
It's probably just all of our devices.
I was
logged
just
in.
gonna say,
There's
actually, it's
nobody
probably
fucking
my
watching.
phone.
Actually,
My-
Logan's been here for at least he was here for a
Logan's
couple
on.
minutes.
He's been on.
So
At least he's been on for a couple minutes.
yeah, Logan's probably bored. He's
Yes.
probably at work, I'm guessing, and he's just like, I got
He's
nothing
probably.
else to
I got
do.
no. It's going.
I know he deals. I
Deals?
don't know.
Really?
Deal? Yeah, he's
Anything
a
good too?
dealer.
Are you a dealer?
No, I think he does something with security with Amazon. That's all.
Oh.
That's all I really know.
Oh.
He's actually was a police officer as well. So Logan, if you're still here, John here. My uncle John was also a police officer.
Sorry.
Few years before you, but
Yeah,
you
shout
know.
out. Well, let's put it this way: if Logan's still doing that, I wouldn't do it today. I would not get back into police work today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've told
And
you
don't get
that
me don't get me wrong. I'm proud that I did it, and
Sure,
don't
sure.
look down on police officers who do it now. I'm proud of them as well.
No, it's a very volatile situation that
Boy, right now,
you can have every good intention, but you're caught up in a mess made by others.
yes, and it
And-
goes back
and
to
that's the
cherry
problem.
picking again too. If somebody wants to watch
Indeed,
everything you did
indeed.
or everything you say, if you made a remark that someone thinks you made in an insensitive way,
Mm-hmm.
or you do something that someone's going to judge you, you are judged every minute, every second of every day when
Which
you're on duty.
goes back to being careful what you put online.
This is true. That's what I'm saying.
If
It's
you-
the whole.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there are bad police officers.
of course.
Of course.
There's
There's
bad
bad of
everybody.
everything. There are. I'm not going
That
to
is
sit
Bad
there.
Professor. So that's a good song anyway.
Yeah, bad professors. Is it?
Do you know that?
Hot for Teacher. I knew that one.
No, you gotta. Oh, it's a. I think it's a comedian. I'll have to look it up.
I'll
But
have
it's
to look
funny.
it up.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Bad people everywhere.
Yes.
Right? Nobody's
There's always a percentage of bad.
immune
the
to
old
it.
bad
No
apples thing.
profession. No weird category, if
No.
you will, of however you want to divide or categorize, group people together.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Shitbirds everywhere.
perfect. That's a song right there.
Shitbirds everywhere.
Shitbirds everywhere. I think
Well, I
we could
can't
turn
really
it-
sing, but
No, we don't need to sing. We can just write the lyrics and try to have somebody sing it for us.
read the writing on the walls.
It could be a country song. It could be a rock
Through
and roll
Ferguson,
song.
Baltimore. Yeah,
What is it?
yeah, that's good, Logan. I don't blame you there.
Good move, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
seriously.
You know,
Yeah, you're
at
right.
the end of the day, and this is, I think, might be kind of where, I've thought about going into law enforcement
Mm-hmm.
at various times up until this point. But you kind of like, there's a calling, but there's
Yes.
also what's more important than that calling?
Yeah.
Right? Your family, your friends,
Yep.
your potentially even your own life.
Yeah.
And that's where,
And you got to sit back and think too. Why am I doing this? Is it worth what I'm going through?
exactly.
And am I really doing anything that benefits anybody else? Which is why
Yeah.
you go into law enforcement and health professional fields as well.
Yeah, that's
And if it's at the point where it doesn't benefit anyone, even you, to be there,
Just get the fuck
it's
out.
time to get out. So
Yeah.
Logan's made a smart move.
Mm-hmm. I
I mean,
agree.
you learn from your experiences, yes,
Yeah.
but at some point, you can't learn anymore, and it's nothing is going to change. It's time to get out.
My brother Matt was looking in going in the footsteps of our dad.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
going to state troopers and whatnot, but he decided not to because it's
It's not worth it. It's a shame. It's
Yeah.
a shame to say. And the people that still do it, God bless them.
yeah.
Just be careful. Be careful what you
It's,
do, as well as be careful for your safety as well.
It's a very volatile situation.
It's awful. And like I said, I would never do it again. Now. But it is what it is, unfortunately, and we have to deal with it that way. But anybody that is, like in Logan's case, smart move, just get out. And it's a shame because the good people are going to get out because,
Yeah.
the people that you need. But they have to think of themselves. And then, like you said, they got to think of their families as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you got to go. I don't blame anybody.
This is a motorcycle, I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
You can buy your own. I mean, you may
That's
not
true.
have
I
the
did,
nice
yeah,
lights
buy
and
your own.
sirens and whatnot, but
Yeah, it won't be quite as nice, but you can still, But it is, yeah, you're right. I did that too for a couple of years. Police motorcycle cop. That was awesome. It
I
is
bet.
great, yeah. Especially when I was the only one. I was in a small department toward the end, so I was the only one that was allowed to do it. So that was great because I wrote the grant for the bike.
oh yeah, yeah,
So it
you
was
were telling
nice.
me that.
Yeah, so it was pretty nice. So nobody else even had a license to ride the bike. So
That's cool.
It was
That's cool.
nice. Yeah. So it's like, I'm going in today. The sun's out. Hey, chief, I'm gonna be on the bike today. And it'd be like, well, they wanted this, they wanted everybody to know we had one. So it was like, yeah, all right.
Just ride around.
Just ride around on the bike. It was great. I'll be patrolling on the bike. And of course, I was a sergeant too, so it was great.
Yeah.
So the other car would be on, and I'd be, okay, yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was good time.
Like
Almost like Super Troopers or some shit. Chips.
no, I was gonna say Andy Griffith show.
Oh, Barney. Don't laugh. I had a guy that I wished only had one bullet in the gun. I had one guy. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna get us all sued.
It's like the other guys
Oh.
in that movie.
Yeah,
Where they
yeah.
got Will Ferrell the wooden
Will
gun.
Oh, with a wooden gun. I would love to have given one. There was one guy I wished he'd had a wooden gun. Oh my God.
That movie, honestly, it's still one of my favorites, just because it's so ridiculous. Right? I mean, how it
Oh,
starts
yeah.
out like that just over the top
Way
cop
over.
chase scene
Yeah.
with The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson,
And
and then they
they-
climb up on top and they aim for the bushes.
Yeah. Oh God, it's great.
It's like a 5-story building.
Yeah, and you can see. You got to be kidding me. Oh, the other guys.
Oh man,
It's great. It is. It starts out great. What's Logan saying here? Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the worst part. Jersey, I had to go to the State Police Academy of Seeger.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and they taught you how to do certain. Man, what a pain in the ass to be, because you had to be certified to do it. You couldn't.
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
Couldn't go. I got a
Hop on.
motorcycle license. Okay, you can drive that. No. To do a real motorcycle, yeah, you
Oh,
had to be
man.
certified and you had to go through a whole bunch of stuff.
See,
Oh my God, it sucked.
When I had a bike, I had a motorcycle, and I never even had my motorcycle
Yeah.
license.
No.
Fuck it. I got the permit, and
Yeah.
then I just didn't do anything with it. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I need to
Yeah,
finish this
just,
and
yeah,
but
finish
hey, I never got pulled over, so whatever.
So whatever,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Yeah. What's the
But-
worst could have happened?
But I did sell it after a few years.
You did.
because,
That's right. I remember that.
Here in Phoenix, at least at the time, there's like 2.5 deaths a week, motorcycle accidents.
Gee.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
get
yeah.
smoked all the time.
Yeah, I don't blame you for being a little.
I almost got smoked
concerned.
once, or actually a couple times, but there's one time this guy cut me off, slammed on his brakes for
Right.
whatever reason, right? So I had to slam on mine, and I'm like, I don't know if you've ridden a dirt bike, and
Yes, I have.
yeah, you lock up the brakes. That's basically what it was on the freaking freeway. Just
Yeah, it's not good.
Slid
Just
in there.
tail
I'm
on the
like,
freeway, yeah.
okay, cool. And then like a week later, a guy at work, one of the guys he rides with, got killed. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm done.
I'm done. This is
I'm
over.
out of this.
I'm out
Like,
of here.
It's just not worth it.
Yep.
So I sold it and then bought a paperweight Corvette. That's
Nice. That's that is holding up a lot of paper.
It is.
I saw that.
It's still working on it. We're
You're
doing
still working on it.
suspension, right? It takes
Some-
time
Yes, it does.
and money.
Yeah, but that's a project.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in the garage right
Yeah, right now it's not a good time to work on it.
now.
No, it wouldn't be. So,
Anyway.
all right. So I have a movie review. Poor Kyle won't know anything about this movie, I don't think, but he can
I'll just
chime in
stand
with
here
anything.
and stare off.
We do have the one lame movie of the week I'll review, which is the original Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I watched it again today. I hadn't seen it in a very long time. It is actually the classic lame movie. But the more I started watching it, I'll be honest with you, outside of the cinematography, I mean, the acting doesn't have to be great for a movie like this. And it wasn't. But some of the lines were great because it made fun of some stuff that was existing back then, and then even today. There was a couple of the TV shows. There was a takeoff on Jaws in there at one
Really?
point. Almost like if you guys have ever watched the Scary Movies, and they refer to different movies.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. It's an old movie. It was made after Blazing Saddles, but before Airplane, and it kind of had that constant joke thing, a little bit of a smart ass thing, some sight gags. So it was kind of neat. A couple of the things I had down here that I noted, there were some great lines. There's a couple ones. There's a scene where this old couple is sitting on the couch, and the good part about it is like some of the new bad horror movies they try to be really gory. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes never got gory. I mean, you saw like big giant tomatoes coming at people, or you saw tomatoes, but that was it. You never saw like blood and all this other. You never saw that.
Well, I mean, tomatoes don't have teeth, so that makes sense.
Right, but actually, they've made movies where they did like Attack of the Killer Donuts. The donuts had teeth, and they showed them. I mean, yeah. So it was like, but this kind of, in that respect, was kind of classy. It was the old classic horror thriller thing. You saw there were tomatoes.
Okay.
But you never and you heard people scream, ah! But you never saw tomatoes jump on them and eat them, and you never saw blood and gore. You know, it was your imagination, so that was the cool part. Your vet's awesome, says Logan, so that's cool.
That's all right.
You haven't lived until you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hey, Albert Casper, a friend of mine from Casper's Power Washing LLC in South Jersey. He gives free estimates from anywhere from Cherry Hill to Cape May. So guys in South Jersey, if your home, your deck, your boat, your car, anything you think it needs to be cleaned up, there's the guys to call. It's Casper's Power Washing, and they have a Facebook page. Make sure you look it up. You'll see some before and after shots. So I want to thank Albert for tuning in. And we joke around that, you know, if you see somebody with a bad grill, you know, they don't floss very much or something, Albert's the guy to call them.
Oh, okay.
Power wash the grill, yeah. So it'll work. It's not probably that interesting, but it's going good, man. It's going good. Thanks for tuning in, man. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was pretty cool. There's some great lines in it, I think. There's one where this old couple, they're obviously like whatever's grandparents, and you never see it, but they sit there and go, and you see the grandfather, and it's low key, and you're like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. And he's going, look, what's that, honey? And she says something along the lines of, it's a tomato. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah. It's going after Timmy. Yeah. Looks like he's eating Timmy. Yep. Ate that poor kid up. And then they go away to something else, and you're like, what the frig is that? But they bring it back in a typical comedy movie kind of thing, or a typical comic thing where they have a callback. And later on, somebody's doing an investigation, or a reporter's asking them questions. Well, what happened? Well, blah, 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 blah. And then at the very end of it, looks at him and goes, hey, you're not interested in buying a crib, are you? It's like this great line. It's like so stupid, like a Leslie Nielsen line from Airplane or something. It's like there are some cool lines in the movie when you see it, and it's like, oh man.
Probably not.
There's a reference to 1 Adam 12 in it. You know. 1 Adam 12, we have a 211 in progress, and it's like, what the fuck's a 211? You always wondered, what is a 211? Well, in this movie, it was apparently tomatoes attacking.
Oh,
It could be
okay.
anything. Houston, we have a problem. It's like all these references, and I'm like, holy shit, it's so stupid. It's great. There's like a mini conference room. It's like so small, the table fits in, but the guy's got to climb over. They all have to climb over the table to get in their seat and climb out to get out of the room. It's like a great sight gag.
Okay.
You see it. It's like there are
Okay.
some cool things. They're talking about all this General's medals. It's one of the first movies ever. You got all these great medals. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I got this one for winning the 3-legged sack race. And you're like, Jesus Christ, it's so stupid. It's funny. So it really does kind of make it as a lame movie because there's no good story in it. It's great. Yeah, if you want to buy a used crib, they have a traffic cop. He's blind. And they show him and he's doing this. He's wearing like Stevie Wonder glasses.
Oh,
and you hear
man.
cars crashing into each other and shit. There's a master of disguise. It's a great deal. Like, he's a black guy, but he dresses as Hitler. He dresses as another one. All of them are. We were talking earlier about blackface or whatever.
Mhm.
Here's this black guy with a little dinky mustache dressed in the Hitler uniform, and they all act like he looks exactly like Hitler. That's Hitler! And this one soldier goes with him. No. It's just undercover. Oh, okay. And it's not even close. It's like, what the fuck? It's so great. But then they have him infiltrate some tomatoes, and he's dressed like a tomato, but you can see, like, and at the very end, it's like, do you like breast? Do you like chicken? You like this? And all of a sudden, he turns to one of them and says, hey, you got any ketchup? And realizes that's a trigger, and he fucking kill him. It's great. It's like, any ketchup? Oh, no, I didn't. You know? So, I mean, there's some great stupid lines and stupid sight gags. It is the classic that our lame movie criteria was based on. Has to be, is there, let me see. Oh, is there bad cinematography, bad special effects, bad dialogue, which there is. So yes, it is the classic lame movie. It rates Gizmo's food bowls 1 to 3, or Gizmo's Howling, whatever. It's a 3. If you're ever going to watch a lame movie, just to watch a lame movie and laugh at it, not laugh because it's a comedy, but you're laughing at it, this is the classic. You would just go, this movie is so bad that it's entertaining. What was it on? It's on Amazon.
I'll be sure to put that on my list.
You'll be sure to put that on your list of movies to avoid. Yeah. So if you want to watch a movie because it is a decent movie for entertainment value, no, you would never watch one of our lame movies. But if you were trying to watch a lame movie just to go, oh my God, this is so stupid, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes on Amazon, go for it.
Okay.
It is there. So there's one actor whose face you'll recognize. He does a special appearance as a detective or something for a couple of minutes, and that's it. But you'll recognize his face, but no, he's not anybody real famous. No one else in it is famous or anything. And there was a sequel, which I'll probably watch next week so I can compare it to the first one and sacrifice myself.
Yeah, I won't be on that episode.
No, you won't be on that episode, no. And I don't blame you. You know what? It's 50-50 if I'm going to be on that episode. So what the hell?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
According
what
to earlier, you walked the fuck off.
Yeah.
You normally do that, and when
No.
it's just you?
No.
You
No.
just get up.
Yeah,
and
just get up and walk off.
Dead fucking
In the
hair.
beginning, my technology would be that the only way to turn off the show and turn it back on was for me to walk over to the camera physically. So yeah, you'd
Oh,
have
wow.
like 30 seconds of just the chair and music. And then at the end, you would have 30 seconds of just the chair
Really?
and music while I had to get up and
Oh,
physically
man.
go shut the camera off. So
Windows 95.
Windows 90, yeah, or Windows XP or Windows whatever, but it was
XP was decent.
yeah, XP was pretty good. Windows 8 and 10, not so much.
Yeah.
10's gotten better.
10's okay.
10's gotten better, but
8
it's
was
never.
a pile of shit.
Yes, it was. So, it is 8:57 or out there on the East Coast, or 8:58, 5:58 here. So we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. It's again just been a bullshit,
Yeah,
freewheeling kind of
bullshit
show,
and-
and that's okay, and that's kind of what we want. We're glad you guys joined in.
Yeah.
You will be able to hear the audio well, first this will get Probably share it as well on Facebook tonight, and you will be able to get the audio part pretty soon on simplecast.com, which I'll put all of the links out, as well as iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all those places as well. If you have any, we'll probably do a watch party in that way on it as well, either tonight or tomorrow. And that way, if you guys want to chime in after the fact, you still can. And we'll
If people have questions on the Killer Tomatoes,
and you'll be like, yes.
I won't be there. To answer
Kyle
questions
won't
for
be
that
answering
shit.
on the Killer Tomato shit. He won't be. What was it? The StarCraft? Those?
Oh yeah,
Oh, the StarCraft
game
games.
we used to play.
Oh, it's a game.
Still have it actually. I play it periodically, Logan. Actually, a couple friends that I work with will get on there. We'll like chat via Zoom, and then we'll build some bases and kill some shit.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's fun killing shit.
It's always fun to kill things.
I love killing things.
I gotta admit that it's fun. It is. So.
Yeah, well, people think we're crazy.
Well, but that's okay. They can think that if they want.
Anyway,
I'm all right with that. So we're gonna get ready to get out of here. What's really cool is I don't have to get up anymore to go press a button to get us out of
yeah,
here.
well,
I can just
I got a
make a
computer
mouse
made in
click and
the last
got it
15
going that way.
years.
I know. Thank you very much. Yeah. Made in the last 10, 15 years. I had to go out and sell a lot of Girl Scout cookies in a khaki uniform in front of a supermarket to raise the money to do that.
I have a feeling you sold zero.
Yeah. Well, I sold them pretty cheap. It was quantity, not quality that got me
Gotcha,
here.
gotcha.
So, you know. Thank all you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. At least I do. Kyle probably doesn't give a rat's ass. It's not his
No, I
show.
don't. Yeah, it's not my show, so whatever.
But
You
make
don't have
sure
to tune in.
not to this one. But
No,
make sure you
to
tune
mine,
in to
though,
the
yeah.
Optimal Human podcast. Make sure you look that one up on iTunes and Google Play, right, and Spotify. All of those things.
Stitcher, maybe.
Okay, Stitcher. Okay.
I don't know.
Who knows?
If it's not on Apple, if it's not on iTunes,
If it's
or
not
Apple
on
Podcasts,
iTunes,
who
it's not a
cares?
real podcast.
It's not. It's not there.
It's not there. It's just
no,
not.
but it should be there.
Yeah. So take a peek for that. That's the Optimal Human Podcast. This is Kyle Thompson. Thanks, brother, for coming on again.
Of course.
Appreciate it, or having
Of
me actually in your
Yeah,
palatial.
it was kind of a joint effort.
Kind of a joint effort.
Yeah, yeah,
Which, if you're going to have an effort, make it a joint effort.
yeah. That's true.
Nothing about trying joint. That's fine.
I mean, 2020 is legal in most states.
In most states, and if
Or,
it's
I don't know
not,
if
it
it's
should
most
be.
states, but
A good number of states at this point.
medical is legal here.
Yeah, medical is legal in a lot of places.
I don't think they're gonna-
medical might be most states.
They just need to freaking legalize it. I don't
Just
give a
legalize
shit
it, get it over with, and that way they can. Oh, so what's in the cup? That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I will give you. It technically was the only drink I gave you that was not alcoholic tonight. It is a Powerade, and it's for a specific reason. So
It's gone soft.
because I've gone soft. Yeah. No, that's not it. But tonight was Powerade. You missed it. Dennis is tuning in now. Yeah, way
Dennis,
to go,
we're tuning out.
Dennis,
Um,
Dennis sponsors What's in the Cup. And,
Oh, okay.
And he's tuning in now, which is great. But he's already won, plus he's a sponsor, so he can't win anymore anyway.
Oh, okay.
So he can win, he just won't get anything. So,
Well, no, you told me
he's
you
saying
already
hi,
said
Joe.
that.
I don't know if Joe's on. Maybe he knows if Joe's on. I don't know.
I don't know.
Could be. But we're going to get ready to get out of here. It's still a lot of fun, even if we didn't have a format tonight, kind of. It was just freewheeling.
Bullshitting.
I did want to get in What's in the Cup. I did want to get in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. We did talk about The Punisher.
We did.
Highly recommend watching The Punisher on Netflix.
Always.
It's a great show.
Repeat, rinse and repeat. First
Yeah,
two
rinse-
seasons. There's only two seasons.
There's
but who
only two
cares?
seasons, and we watched it, or at least the second season last night, I think, or most of it.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
we
was
watched-
teaching, so
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, we were watching. Oh, that's right, you were. We were watching 7 or 8 shows, I think, last
Oh,
night.
shit?
Probably
Okay.
most of the second
Nice.
season last night to the end.
Very nice.
It was very nice. It was a lot of fun. So Dennis needs prizes, so we'll have to come up with a different game that you don't sponsor, my friend. John is soft. Yeah, you're right. Like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I'm hanging with the old man. I didn't have a choice.
He didn't have a choice. I'm at his
staying in my
house.
house,
He's
so
like, stay in my house.
couldn't get away.
There's an hour he could
I was actually
kill.
trying to just ignore him, but he just came
But I
into
just
my
said,
room and
I
started
came in his
talking.
room and said, let's hook some stuff up and do this. So,
And we're here.
So, but we're getting ready to get out. So, we can go from there. So yeah, hanging with the old man is it's almost like a show, isn't it? Hanging with the old man.
Yeah,
Nah.
you should change it to
I
that.
should change it to that.
Hang with the old man.
Hanging with the old man.
Yeah.
One
Might
of
get
those-
more viewers.
Probably not. If I do, they'll be from the old age home. The good part is I probably only have to make one show
Yeah, because they won't remember.
because they won't remember it. So
Yeah.
it's like you only have to buy your grandpa one book
That's true.
because by the time he finishes it, you can say, "Hey, grandpa, here's
Hey,
my
I'm
book."
offended. Cancel.
Cancel it again. So, but that was the whole deal. So we're gonna get
Anyway.
out of here. That way, these people can all talk to each other online.
Yeah,
offline,
and
so and
talk
we're gonna
about how
go for
shitty it was.
So, thanks to Kyle for tuning in. Remember the Optimal Human podcast. Remember our sponsors, Vineland Realty Corp. In Vineland, New Jersey, 634 East Landis Avenue. No one won What's in the Cup tonight, so it's another week I don't have to give away a prize, and when you're a cheap bastard, that's great. So,
That is good.
so here we go. We'll get the band to play. Maybe they won't again.
Oh, we're on break.
They're on break. Oh, there they are. I need them to turn up their amps when they're ready to start strumming guitar.
They're always ready.
There we are. So, thanks, folks, for tuning in. This has been the Public John. We'll be back next week. Gizmo, hopefully, will be back next week as well. We will. Oh, I'm not sure if he will be actually. He may be on assignment next week. So. On assignment. He's checking out.
You work for the NSA?
I tell you that, but then Gizmo would have to kill you.
Oh, okay.
We can't have that.
Then don't tell
No,
me.
we can't tell you. John looks good for him. That's it. For me, I look good. I know. Dennis has a tagline for me every week. That's the line every week. John looks good for him.
Yeah, I like it.
For him, it looks good.
It's good enough.
It's beautiful, Dennis. We'll talk to you guys next week. You've been watching / listening.
Well, I have guitars actually, Dennis. We could, why don't we learn this to
Wait
display?
until 8 o'clock. I have. We had that discussion also. But yeah. Bye, guys. You both need guitars. True. Well, you have a guitar.
Yeah, we have the guitar.
I don't anymore. But the band, so we'll just take one from the band. This is not hard.
I don't have the drums, so it sounds a little less.
Yeah, but you know what? You can get drums anywhere. So, hey guys, good night. Air guitars.
guitars.
Yeah, we've done that. We've both done that too. All right. So you guys have. There's a video out there of me doing it with a fake guitar or a real guitar, but not playing it, but supposedly playing it.
Yeah, that
Long
was a real
blonde-
fucking
blonde
weird way to
wig.
say that.
Yeah, I can't think of, I know.
What?
I had a guitar. I was fake playing it with music in the background, and I was really supposedly like a Stevie Ray Vaughan song.
Because you start off, there's that video I mean with an air guitar, but I'm
There
not
is a
playing
video
it,
out
so
there.
you just.
Yeah, it's like, so it's like an air video, air guitar. There is a video out there. I don't know where it's at. I'll be doing 3 minutes of that for a guy who asked me to do it for his birthday because he's a musician. And I had a long blonde wig on and was just like, and then it flew in my hair like Cousin It. It flew in my face like Cousin It did on the Munsters. So you couldn't see my face after a while. And I'm
Oh.
strumming a guitar with this fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan song playing in the background. And I'm like doing all the stuff, you know, like they would, except you couldn't see my facial expressions because the wig hit it. It was like, this is a big blonde wig. I'm like, this is a waste of my fucking time. And it was 3 minutes in the heat. It was inside, but it was hot. AC wasn't working. It was like outside here today. I was like dying. And I was like, why am I doing this? But it was this guy's birthday, so.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Have a good week. Bye.
So yeah.
And live video. No.